Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders, and welcome to the 1941st edition of Short-Term Losing Live with Oscar. Yes, I know. Short-term losing lately. I know, I get it. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you except for I suck. I know, I'm sorry. But listen. Let me say this. Thank you to my OMNI for hanging in there with me. Nobody's leaving. No one's quitting. Thank you, guys. You know it's just the way this works out. If you're going to use an OMNI for year after year, there's going to be a couple of times where you have a rough and tumble quarter or week or month. So lately, it's been a little rough and tumble. And really, what I'd like to say is very quickly, for 05-22-19, so for May 22nd, 2019, we've got, thank the Lord, a neutral OMNI on the board, and I'll explain why I say thank the Lord. Lately, the last couple of days, weeks, I don't know what to call it, it's been about 7 days. Risk, well, there's a lot of risk in this game, and it's all I've been dishing out, and here's why. The OMNI trades seem to be 1 day ahead of the market. And you know me, I've been putting out these videos since 2006. I do not come out here and make excuses. This isn't an excuse. It's a fact that we're living with right now. Now, if we're swing traders, having an OMNI tell you 2 days ahead of time what to do is fantastic. For day traders, we put on a trade. We either get stopped out or we don't make money on it or we just make a couple of dollars, and the next day we're watching the exact trade play out like a playbook, but it was the trade we were in the day before. The OMNI's literally out ahead 1 day, which doesn't help us day traders even slightly. So we've been getting slapped and then watching the trade win the next day. No excuse, it's just where we are with the OMNI right now. But guys, this will straighten right out. We are talking about the same OMNI that called the absolute high to the dollar in 2008, the low of the crash, the top in crude, the top in gold at 1780, the low in Bitcoin recently and got everyone involved and it doubled. That's the same OMNI, kids. You know what I mean? We get the year-end call right just about every year, so sit tight. Thank you for hanging out with me. You people that are saying this is the worst, you got to recalculate it, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't. It's just ahead of the market for a day. It'll straighten out. Without any further ado, as far as that's concerned, let me show you what I'm talking about. The OMNI just happens to be a day ahead, and for us day traders, it's a nightmare. Let me show you. With no further ado, let's go look at the chart with the example on it. Okay, traders, here's an example of where we stand lately, and it's like being teased. Let me show you. So here's gold. This is my trade set up for Monday, and I tell everyone, let's sell gold at 1277.80. OMNI's profit objective is 1269. So we get into gold at 1277.80 and it drops down to 1273.30. Never gets to 1269, goes back up to 1277.80, and we get out of break even. Nothing happens on the day. That was Monday. Do you know what Tuesday's range was in gold? 1277.80 was the high and 1269 was the low. Monday's trade, 1277.80, 1269. On Tuesday, Monday's trade set up for us. It's been happening to us for days on end. The OMNI is literally 1 day ahead of the market right now. So, not that it makes it terrible. I mean, that's a great OMNI, as we know. But right now, it's been beating the hell out of us because it's out 1 day ahead. So, you can't make this stuff up, kids. I can't give you tomorrow's range 2 days ahead of time and claim that's what it's just what happens here right now. The OMNI's in a funk. So that was yesterday's trade, Monday, today, Tuesday. That was the exact range. So we've been seeing that in several markets. OMNI is 1 day ahead. It'll straighten itself out. And today I thought I would not trade for Wednesday and see if that worked out. More on that in a second. So traders, you've seen that chart. I mean, that's a live example. You can't make this stuff up. That's what's been happening to us. The exact range the next day. I mean, really, how much of a slap in the face do we need? So, of course, it'll come out of that funk. So what I thought I would do about that, as I just mentioned in the chart segment, was I told my OMNIacs in the trading room today on Tuesday, you know what, let's just not do anything. I won't do analysis for Tuesday night on Wednesday. I won't do anything. We won't trade the market. Let OMNI and the market catch up for a day. Then Tuesday's session ended, and I ran my OMNI, and it came out neutral, and I was like, yay! So I'm applauding for a neutral OMNI. because I don't have to do anything even if I wanted to, nor do you cats. So, all right, let the Omni catch up to itself. Happens to be tomorrow is my wonderful daughter, my little superstar Natalie's graduation. Natalie, thanks for throwing stuff at me, sweetheart.
Thank you.
I'm taking some of those gifts back. So, tomorrow I'll be celebrating her graduation, and I wasn't really going to be around anyway, so it really works out perfectly for me. Then we've got the holiday coming shortly, and you know holiday reversals kind of are abound when you have a big 3-day holiday weekend like Memorial Day. Any trader worth their salt by Wednesday is on the road on the way out to see Grandma open up their houses, their carriage homes, their summer homes, their lake homes. Everybody's fleeing up into the mountains, and you know it does create a vacuum, and markets tend to reverse. So be careful there. If you see the market that you've been in lately that's been going down and you've been shorting it and doing well, reverse this week. These things tend to happen around major 3-day holiday weekends. So don't let that bug you out. Maybe you should expect it if you see it. So it's not all markets, and it's not every holiday, but big holidays where there's a mass exodus out of the cities to go up to vacation homes and such. You know, those bigger holidays tend to create vacuums, so be careful out there. All right, traders, so luckily we'll be calling no omnis for trading on Wednesday, and no one will lose. How about that? Again, traders, thank you for hanging with me. You cats know who I am. I am not going anywhere. The omni's certainly not broken. It'll be just fine. Hang tough. We'll see what kind of trades we get out of it at the end of the week, and of course after the holiday next week. All right, traders, I'll see you soon. Remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help try to keep those emotions at bay, and believe me, especially times like this, that is not an easy task. But you've got to keep them at bay. You can't make decisions based on what you think. You've got to follow your trading plan. So say that instead of not placing stops, instead of canceling your stops, instead of crapping in your pants and calling Uncle Fred and finding out if you should get out of a trade and you have no reason why you're in the trade, follow your trading plan. Don't move any orders unless it's to lock in profits. And say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening. And you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. All right, traders, I will see you in the chat room on Wednesday. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.